Hercules, um, Thor. What do all of you guys have in common? Well, they part of some type of mythology. And so today I'm about to share with you some Caribbean mythology. So even though you might hear some stories about some junkies and stuff like that, some of you guys may not know where it originated from. So we're about to get into that today. Alright, let's get into it. So the Succulent is the first one we're about to talk about today. The Succulent is like a Caribbean vampire. So just like how vampires originated from Transylvania, like Dracula and stuff like that, the Succulent is actually a Caribbean vampire. And so stories originate for that around Trinidad, Dominica, St. Lucia, and even Guadeloupe. I think some stuff originates from like Jamaica and stuff like that. So the Succulent is known as this like, it appears as this reclusive old lady, with a hunchback, help me, like that type of old lady, right? Got help across the street. That she wears that skin during the day and during the night. So she shed that skin and she look like a fireball, like mosquito, like a crazy mix of a mosquito and a fireball. And so what she does is she comes and she could enter your house, shoot anywhere, she could enter your house, and she just suck your skin. So she don't have like that restriction that we know about in like regular vampire lore where they have to be given like permission to enter. She could just enter your place and then that's it. So once she enters your place, she can suck up your skin. And so her goal is to after you're dead. Her goal is to kill you. And so one of the things that happen after she starts to suck your skin. One, you're dead. And two, you will turn into a succulent yourself. And so you will become that fireball mosquito. So after she takes your skin, she will now wear it outside in the day, and you wouldn't even know she has succulent. So that's the story behind the succulent. In the story, Kamverse Shadow Within, what happens is that Kam interacts with this lady, right, in an old hut, and so the lady looks like beautiful. So she doesn't follow the regular look. In the story, we changed it up a bit. So she finds this beautiful lady, and it's after walking into a hut. And when he walks inside the hut and the beach looks like completely different from a regular hut. So when he walks inside, it's like marble, and it's like it's a lot bigger on the inside, like some type of magic. So succulents are also known to cause like magic and stuff like that. So when he walks in, it's like a bunch of marble floors and walls and stuff like that. There are pillars inside, stairs, and this is just, he walks into like maybe like a 7-foot hut, right, like a shanty. And so when he walks inside, he's seeing all this stuff, and then he sees a lady, and she's beautiful. And so he's talking to her and stuff like that, interacting. And then the night comes, and so she takes off her skin, and he sees that she's a big fireball mosquito, and so we kept that part. So that's a little bit of lore on the succulent. The second we're about to talk about today in the Kamverse is the Papa Bois. So the Papa Bois originates from Trinidad and Tobago. He's also known as the father of the forest or the protector of the forest. So what that means is anything that would exist in a forest, whether it be like flora or fauna, as in like magical plants or magical animals, he would be the protector of those. Originates from African descent. A lot of our stuff and our lore comes from Africa, from the Caribbean. And so he's known to look like with a beard of leaves and stuff like that. I believe in one story of lore, he has like hooves, like a satyr, or like from Greek mythology, he would have like hooves for feet. And it wouldn't be actual feet, it'd be hooves. And so that's the lore on the Papa Bois. And in the story, Shadow Within, what we did was we made him like a Rasta. And so he's like a short guy with like a beard and stuff like that. And he's a Rasta. He wears like a beach shirt and like short jean pants. And so he's still a protector of the forest. He's still the father of the forest. He looks up for the forest and stuff like that. But when he interacts with Kam, he tells him at that point, he gives Kam a chick charney egg because something happened to a chick charney. I'm about to get to what a chick charney is. Something happened to a chick charney, and so Kam receives a chick charney egg, and he's telling him, you have to take care of it because this is now your job. Being a protector of the forest, looking out for the egg that needs caring. So that's some lore on the Papa Bois. So the third one in the Kamverse we're going to talk about today is the chick charney. The chick charney is like an owl, right? And so the lore comes from the Bahamas, Andros Islands in the Bahamas. And so this owl is supposed to be like 3 feet, really ugly, don't want to touch it type of owl, right? And so in the book we try to change that. because we wanted it to be like a fun, happy-go-lucky type of creature that Cam could connect with. And so we didn't want it to come out looking like this. We had it come out looking like this. And so that's the trick journey, right? So the lore on it. So in the Bahamas, they're known to be creatures of fortune. So if you treat a Chickcharney well, if you treat it good, then you're gonna get good fortune. If you treat it bad, then the opposite happens. They make sure that you have a really horrible time. You have a really hard time, and then you get treated poorly. In the book, we kind of use this and flip it around. So when Cam is in a tough spot, because he's treated the egg so well when the egg hatches, and he's in a really tight spot, because he's been treating them so well, he gets out of that tight spot. And so with the Chickcharney, while they're in the egg, they take on characteristics of whoever is around them, usually the parents. In this case, the egg's parents weren't around, which is why Cam was able to receive it and take care of it. So the egg, what is in the egg, the chapter, I think the chapter is called the egg. Whatever is in the egg, whatever comes out of the egg, takes on the characteristics of Cam, and that's like huge. That's like huge in the verse, because what happens later on in like book 2 is like, I mean, definitely, I don't think anybody's saw it coming. But what happens next in book 2, should definitely look up for that. Is because whatever is in the egg takes on the characteristics of those who are around it. And so that's the lore on the Chickcharney. The last one we're about to talk about today is the Doen. The Doen is known to be from Trinidad and Tobago, and his facial features are non-existent. So he doesn't have a face, no eyes, no mouth, no nose, nothing. But he can still talk, like way creepy. His legs, so from the knees down, it's like backwards. Just imagine somebody standing up looking at you, no face, and their legs and feet are backwards, talking to you, like creepy. Also known to have a straw hat, wearing a straw hat most times when you see him. Continuing the lure, the Doen calls out and mimics the parent's voice. So if a kid is outside playing and they hear that, they would come to him, right? And so parents would tell them, if you hear anything outside at a certain time, if you hear my voice, don't say anything, because that's the Doen. And so the Doen would kidnap the kids that do come and then eat them. In the Kamverse, in the book, what happens is the Doen does this on a huge, even bigger scale, like a huge scale. And he kidnaps all these teenagers from Cam's high school, and so Cam needs to go and save them, because one of the people that were kidnapped is his friend. And so he and Ajori, which is like his best friend, he and Ajori go up to save these kids. And so what they find is like the Doen has like complete control over these kids, and they have to like fight some of them. They actually have to like fight some of them, and it's kind of funny because Ajori shows Cam up, and when Cam gets to the Doen at the end, he has to do this big boss fight. He stands no chance against him. And it's just really funny that he's able to come back and overcome that. So you should definitely check out how he does that. But that's all we have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and definitely enjoyed learning some more about Caribbean mythology and lore, and also more about the Kamverse. I hope you guys get the book 1 and 2 is now out. Book 2 part 2 is soon to come out and be published, so I hope you guys get that too. Thank you so much, Demi D's, for being a part of this experience. Thank you for supporting us. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.